Hello, Zendor here. In this video, I'm going to ask an AI to analyze the Battle of Los Angeles using everything we know about it, such as the weather, space events, and other relevant factors from that day, time, and season that could have impacted what happened. But first, let's review what we know about the event. The Battle of Los Angeles, also known as the Great Los Angeles Air Raid, was an event that took place during the early morning hours of February 25, 1942, over Los Angeles, California. Here is a comprehensive overview of the event. Background: World War II. Context: the event occurred less than 3 months after the United States entered World War II, following the attack on Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941. There was widespread fear of further attacks on American soil, particularly along the West Coast. The incident: air raid sirens and blackout. Around 2:25 a.m., air raid sirens sounded throughout Los Angeles County. A total blackout was ordered, and anti-aircraft artillery units were put on alert. Unknown aircraft: between 3:12 a.m. and 4:15 a.m., anti-aircraft guns fired thousands of rounds at what was reported as an unidentified aircraft or aircraft over the city. Spotlights were used to track these objects in the sky. Witness accounts. Witnesses reported seeing various objects in the sky, including slow-moving aircraft in large illuminated shapes. Some accounts described the objects as flying in formation, while others claimed to see only a single large craft. Official responses. Military. Initially, the U.S. military suggested that the incident was a false alarm, possibly caused by a weather balloon or commercial aircraft. However, they later attributed the incident to war nerves, speculating that enemy aircraft might have been present. Civilian impact. The anti-aircraft barrage resulted in some damage to buildings and vehicles due to falling shrapnel. There were reports of several civilians injured, and at least 5 deaths were indirectly attributed to the chaos, including heart attacks and car accidents. Explanations and theories. False alarm. The most widely accepted explanation is that the incident was a false alarm triggered by war nerves and jitters among military personnel. Weather balloons. Some reports suggested that weather balloons, which were used to carry and release meteorological devices, might have been mistaken for enemy aircraft. Japanese submarines. There was initial speculation that Japanese submarines might have launched reconnaissance aircraft over Los Angeles, although no evidence was found to support this. UFO theories. The incident has also been a topic of interest among UFO enthusiasts, who speculate that the objects cited were extraterrestrial spacecraft. This theory remains controversial and unsupported by concrete evidence. Aftermath. Public reaction. The incident heightened anxiety and paranoia along the West Coast about potential enemy attacks. It also led to criticism of the military's handling of the situation. Historical significance. The Battle of Los Angeles remains a notable event in World War II homefront history, often cited as an example of mass hysteria and the intense fear of enemy attacks during wartime. And now, I let ChatGPT do its work. Analyzing the Battle of Los Angeles with modern knowledge and tools, including weather forecasts, solar events, and other potential factors, can provide a more nuanced understanding of what might have happened. Here are some considerations. Weather conditions. Visibility. On the night of February 24th and the 25, 1942, weather conditions included a clear sky which provided good visibility. However, it was reported that there might have been some scattered clouds. Weather balloons. If there were weather balloons released that night, they could have been illuminated by searchlights and mistaken for aircraft, especially if viewed from a distance or through the haze of searchlight beams and anti-aircraft fire. Solar events. Geomagnetic activity. Solar flares and geomagnetic storms can affect radio communications and radar systems. There is no specific record of a major geomagnetic event on the night of the incident, but such events could potentially create false radar readings or other anomalies. Auroras. Unusual auroras, while unlikely in Los Angeles, could cause atmospheric disturbances or visual phenomena that might be misinterpreted by observers on the ground. However, auroras are rare at such low latitudes, and there are no records indicating their presence on that night. Military and psychological factors. War nerves. The psychological state of military personnel and civilians cannot be overstated. The recent attack on Pearl Harbor had left the U.S. West Coast in a heightened state of alert and fear. This could lead to hypervigilance and a propensity to misinterpret benign objects as threats. Radar and communication. Early radar technology was not as reliable or advanced as today. Glitches, false positives, and other technical issues could contribute to confusion. Additionally, communication between different military units might have been imperfect, leading to conflicting reports and actions. Natural and man-made explanations. Commercial and private aircraft. Misidentification of commercial or private aircraft as enemy planes is a possibility, especially if their flight paths were unexpected or not well communicated to defense units. Birds. Large flocks of birds could potentially be mistaken for aircraft, especially in the dark and when illuminated by searchlights. However, this explanation seems less likely given the nature of the reports. Atmospheric phenomena. Light refractions, reflections, and other atmospheric phenomena could create illusions or exaggerate the size and speed of objects. Modern analytical tools, data analysis. Today, we could use advanced data analysis techniques to review archival radar data, military logs, and eyewitness reports. Correlating these with weather and astronomical data could help identify patterns or anomalies that were missed at the time. Simulation. Computer simulations could recreate the conditions of the night, allowing researchers to test various hypotheses about what objects were seen and how they might have appeared to observers. Conclusion. Given all the factors, the most plausible explanations for the Battle of Los Angeles still lean towards a combination of psychological stress, misidentification of mundane objects, and technical errors. There is no concrete evidence to support the idea of enemy aircraft or extraterrestrial involvement. Modern tools and knowledge reinforce the likelihood of a false alarm exacerbated by the tense wartime atmosphere. However, without definitive new evidence, the event retains an element of mystery that continues to intrigue historians and the public alike. The Battle of Los Angeles remains one of the most intriguing and mysterious events in American history. Whether it was a case of wartime nerves, misidentified objects, or something else entirely, the events of that night continue to captivate our imaginations. What do you think really happened on that fateful night in 1942? Was it a false alarm, an enemy aircraft, or something out of this world? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into history's mysteries, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on all our future explorations. This is Zendor, signing off. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and stay curious.